Hello viewers, you are welcome to Code Simplified, and today we are going to show you seven easier CMD tips for you to increase your usage of computer to be simple and at the same time your development skills. So let's get into it, but stick around because the last part of this video we are going to explore you to a simple command that will change your entire life. So let's get into it and smash it. So, tip number one. First of all, open our CMD by pressing your start button and R, or you can simply search through your search box. So, if you open your CMD for the first time like this, you will see that we are in our user folder. So for us to change the directory from the user folder to anywhere we want to go, let's quickly introduce you to the cd command. So this cd command is simple, means change directory. So we are going to change the directory from the user to our desktop. So we will simply go, we will say, hey CMD, change my desktop, change my directory to desktop. So we will then hit your enter. So now that we have learned how you can change your directory, let's learn how you can use CMD to create a folder on your desktop. So that leads us to tip number 2. So tip number 2, let's resize our CMD like this for you to able to see it physical. So on our CMD, we are going to create a folder on our CMD. So to make that, we are going to make your directory. So we'll say, hey CMD, make me a directory, and then you specify the directory name you want to create. So in this case, I'll name my directory as code simplified. So, and I'll hit my enter. So you can see that the folder has been created on our desktop. So now that we have able to create our desktop, we are able to create the folder on our desktop. Let's get into the folder we created and create a specific file we want to create. So for us to do that, we cd inside our code. We'll cd inside this our folder like this. So we are currently inside our folder. So for us to create a file inside the folder we created, we will simply say echo, then we'll bring our full stop, then we bring our greater than or is greater than or less than, you use the correct one. So we will specify the file name including the extension. It's either you are going to create the .html file, you are going to create .py, .js. So anyone, which in this case I'll be creating dot, so I will say create a .html file for me inside the folder, inside the directory. So you notice this directory, so we will hit our enter over here. So you can see that a file has been created inside. So you can confirm that by opening it. So if you open it, you see that the file has been created inside it. So this leads up to tip number 4, or I'm right, is it 4 or 3? So any 4. So for us to now we have created a file inside our folder. So let's imagine, say we want to come back because we are now inside our code simplified folder. Let's come back to our desktop. Let's come back to our desktop directory. So how can we do that? You can simply do your cd and then you specify a double period at the end. So you say dot and then bam, you hit your enter. You can see that now you are currently back to your desktop. So now that we have created our file inside our code simplified folder, I'm seeing that code simplified is very long name. So how can I rename this code simplified to become a very short name? So for me to do that on my terminal, I will say hey terminal, rename for me. Then I'll specify my folder I want to rename. So in this case, it's code simplified. So then after specifying the old name, then I'll specify the new name I want it to be. So in this case, I'll just shorten it to be CS like this. Then I'll hit my enter. You can then see that it has renamed the folder to CS. So we have created a folder and we have created a file inside our folder. We rename our folder. So we are going, let's create a new folder on our desktop, like maybe let's say new. Let us create the folder to be new. Then we are going to copy the folder, the file we created inside our CS, our CS folder, to our new created folder we created. So we are going to, so to do that, we will first of all cd inside your CS, use your CS folder like this. So if you cd inside your CS folder, we will then copy the file we created inside our cd folder to our newly created folder, which it is named new. So in this case, I can do that by doing, hey, say to the terminal, hey terminal, copy, then you specify the name of the file you want to copy. So in this case, I'll say index.html, then I will specify the path where the new folder is created. So in this case, for me to get the path of this new folder, I'll just click and then go to properties, and then I'll go to security. Then here is my file, so I'll copy the path over here, and then I'll close, then paste my path. So for me to do this, you just notice inside this new, you can see that there's no file inside it. So if I go here and then I'll hit my enter like this, you can see that it will say one file copied. So you can see that it has copied into this. So if you open this, you can see that there is the same the same file inside it. What if I want to move the file from this CS file, this CS folder, to the newly created folder, which in this case this? So I'll open my CD, I'll open my newly created folder, and then I will delete this file for confirmation sake. So for me to do that, I will say move, then because I'm moving all the file inside the CD directory to my newly created folder. So it's move, then I'll specify the file name, move index.html. For remember, this is step number 6. So going to, I'll say move index.html, then also specify the name. So we say where you terminal, move this file inside this folder we created. So we hit our enter like this. You can see that now if you open your CS folder, there's nothing inside it. So if you open it, this is our CMS folder, there's nothing inside it. And then if you open your if you open your folder like this, your new created folder, you can see the file is moved from the old one to the new one. So this brings us to the last command, which I'm going to introduce you to. This command will be perfect and change your life. So let's imagine that let's imagine that you have connected to a Wi-Fi last month, but unfortunately you are forgetting of the Wi-Fi which you want to connect the same Wi-Fi to your mobile phone. But in this case, I don't remember the Wi-Fi password I've connected to my mobile, to my PC rather. So how can I retrieve this password? It's simple. Let's get the CMD get it done for us. So for us to do that, you will say, let's cd back. So for you to do that, you will say, yo CMD, you will type this command and show me profile, and then you hit your enter. You can see that the CMD has retrieved all the connected devices you've connected to your PC before. So this device are all the devices I've connected to my PC before. So in this case, for me to retrieve any of this password, I'll simply say this and say show profile. Then I'll specify profile name, then I'll copy any of this, which in this case I'm going to copy this. Then if I copy it like this, I'll paste it, and I'll say key to be clear. Then I'll find strengths, because let's clear all this, and then hit our enter like this. I'm getting something on there. So let's see, next lam show profile. If in case you are getting error, you can see this name is like it is two strings, so you can copy this and bring it in this sign. You know the sign. So if you copy and then let's clear this and see what we are getting. So it is saying this is the password. You can find the password to in this. It is the key content is the password, but you can see that it has bring us like it has retrieved all the information under this device. So let's get only the key content. So for you to find the key content, you say net, you type the same command as previous. So you say net lam name and hit you bring your say, you say key to be clear, and then we'll find you find strings, then you specify. So this key will be spelled with a capital letter. So you say key, then you hit your enter like this. So you can see that it has fetched only the password for us. So this is how you can use this command. But let me bonus you with this command. You see, I've made my terminal is ugly now. Let me clear all the command. This is a bonus tip. So for you to do that, you simply say, hey terminal, clear me this screen. So you say clear this screen by doing this, then you hit your enter. You see that this terminal has cleared all the screen inside. Yes, they have cleared all the screen. So that brings us to the end of this video. Please, if you find this video to be helpful, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and enable the bell icon so that anytime we upload the video, you get a notification. Leave any comment inside the comment section below. Let me know the command I've introduced you to. Let me know the one you use best and the one you are enjoying most. Thank you. We'll catch up in our next video. We love you all. Wait, I almost forget some fact. I'll finish creating these folders. I don't need them again. Let me delete them off. So by doing this, let's first of all delete this CS folder. So for us to do that, we say, hey terminal, shut up. Are you forgetting? Let's delete the fucking folder called CD. So delete the CD. You'll specify the folder name. So you hit your enter. It will bring for you blah 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 blah. Do you want to say yes? And I'm saying yes. Delete it. So no, it has not delete. I am rather removing it off my desktop. So I'll say remove my directory called my CS. I'll hit and enter. Bye bye. Go. Then after that, I'll then come on my new folder. So inside my new folder, you notice that I have a file inside it. So I'll first of all delete this file, then delete my folder, then delete the folder. So I'll say delete new, then bam, and here folder, get off. Then the file inside the folder is now off. Then I'm now going to remove off my new folder because I don't need them again this sake of this video. So I'm going to remove them. So I'm doing that by remove my directory, then I'll specify my directory name folder. Bye bye. Before I open my eyes, I don't want to see you again. He's afraid of me. So thank you. We'll catch up in our next video. We love you more.